What if you knew that failure was not the end, but merely a stepping stone to success? Imagine, for a moment, living in a world where the mere thought of failure didn't send shivers down your spine. Sounds unreal, right? But why is that? Why does the idea of failure strike such fear into our hearts? This fear, my friends, is often magnified by societal pressures. The expectation to succeed, to always be on top, can be overwhelming. We're taught to fear failure, to see it as a humiliating defeat. But what if we shift this perspective? What if we saw failure not as a dead end, but as a learning opportunity, a chance to grow and improve? What if each failure was simply a stepping stone leading us closer to our goals, to our ultimate success? The fear of failure can paralyze us, but it doesn't have to. Let's explore this concept further. Have you ever heard about the journey of Thomas Edison, the renowned inventor? His story is a testament to the power of perseverance in the face of failure. Born in 1847, Thomas Edison was a man of boundless curiosity and determination. However, his journey to success was not a straight path. It was a winding road filled with numerous failures, each a stepping stone to his ultimate triumph. When we think of Edison, we often picture the successful inventor, the man who changed the world with his remarkable inventions. But before the fame, before the success, there was a man who was not afraid to fail. A man who believed that each failure brought him closer to his goal. In his quest to invent the incandescent light bulb, Edison faced countless setbacks. He experimented with thousands of different materials, searching for the perfect filament that would allow his light bulb to shine. Each failed experiment was a lesson, a guide pointing him towards the right direction. It is said that Edison tested over 10,000 different materials before he found the one that worked. 10,000 failures, yet he did not give up. He did not see these as failures, but as steps on the path to success. Edison's story is a powerful reminder that failure is not the end, but rather a necessary part of the journey to success. His relentless pursuit of his goal, his refusal to be disheartened by failure, is what ultimately led him to invent the light bulb, an invention that would forever change the world. So the next time you face a setback, remember Thomas Edison. Remember his tenacity, his unwavering belief in his goal, and his refusal to see failure as a dead end. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Such was his perspective on failure. Let his words inspire you, remind you that each failure is not a step backwards, but a step closer to success. So, what can we learn from Thomas Edison's story? Let's dwell on this for a moment. Failure, as we've seen through Edison's experience, plays a crucial role in the path to success. It's not the enemy we often make it out to be. In fact, it's more like that brutally honest friend who tells us what we need to hear, not what we want to hear. Imagine if Edison had given up after the first few attempts, convinced that he was destined to fail. We might be sitting in the dark right now, but he didn't. Instead, he saw each failed experiment as a step closer to success, a lesson learned, a valuable insight gained. Failure, you see, is a teacher. It provides us with the opportunity to learn, grow, and develop. Each stumble, each fall, each misstep is a chance to reassess, realign, and refocus our efforts. It helps us identify our weaknesses, understand where we went wrong, and find ways to improve. It's not just about dusting ourselves off and trying again, but understanding why we fell in the first place. It's about taking that knowledge and using it to our advantage. It's about turning the negatives into positives, the obstacles into opportunities. But let's be clear, embracing failure doesn't mean we should strive to fail. Rather, it's about changing our perception of failure, seeing it as an integral part of our journey to success. It's about understanding that it's okay to fail, that it's okay to make mistakes. Remember, the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding path with ups and downs, twists and turns. And sometimes we must take a step back to take 2 steps forward. As we venture into the unknown, it's inevitable that we'll face challenges, stumble, maybe even fall. But these are not signs that we should give up. Quite the opposite. They are signs that we are pushing our boundaries, challenging ourselves, growing. So the next time you face failure, don't let it discourage you. Instead, see it as a stepping stone on your path to success. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Failure is not a signal to give up, but a sign that we are challenging ourselves, growing, and moving closer to our goals. Scene script: how can we overcome our fear of failure? Let's dive right in. First and foremost, it's crucial to change our perspective on failure. Instead of viewing it as a dead end, let's see it as a detour, a new route to our destination. It's not a wall, but a hurdle we need to leap over. Next, setting realistic goals. It's a balancing act between aiming for the stars and keeping our feet on the ground. Break down your goals into manageable steps. This way, we can celebrate small victories along the way and remain motivated. And last but not least, learn from our mistakes. Instead of dwelling on the setback, let's focus on the lessons it holds. Failure is the best teacher. It shows us what doesn't work and points us in the right direction. Remember, every failure is a step closer to success. It's not the end, it's just the beginning.